These roots run deep. Good morning and happy Saturday, everybody. Okay, so I should probably get to my low, my high, my active kindness. Let's see, what's my low? My low is that it rained a lot yesterday. Like a lot. It was crazy. Not a fan. My high, on the other hand, was, well, and look at the title of the video. You know exactly what this is. What's my act of kindness? What did I do yesterday? I know what I did. I'm trying to remember everything I did yesterday. And, after, I saw the movie that I'm going to talk about in a minute, I knew that there was someone I had to go see. And so I went to a place called the Wall of Fame at the mall. And I happen to know the owner of that place. And so I actually gave him a jar of pickles as an early Easter gift. So that was definitely my act of kindness. And it's actually really fun, kind of thing I go to the Wall of Fame because after I saw this movie, I'll admit I really didn't know if I was ever gonna have any opportunity to be able to see this movie. Like, I thought I really missed my shot when it premiered in seriously, I was like going through a lot when this movie first came out, but I'm so glad, because here's the thing, I knew I wanted to see a movie this week. I did. Like, I really had high hopes for, the Super Mario Galaxy movie, but, from what I hear, it's not as good as the first one, and that's putting it mildly, at least according to critics. So I'm like, okay, one way or another, I'm going to see. So I just looked to see what was playing at Regal, and sure enough, man, it was here. I'm like, there was one showing. Like, in fact, in yesterday's video, you probably could see I was kind of rushing things a bit. It was because here's the thing. I did kind of miss some of the previews, but that's okay. The previews, they don't mean much. The fact is, I got to see the movie. And, yeah, it was awesome. From the people that brought you Spider-Man in the Spider-Verse, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, and K-pop Demon Hunters, dude. Go! I mean, man, seriously, like, here's the thing. Well, first I should probably tell you what the movie's about. It takes place in a world where, it's, anthropomorphic animals. Nothing that we haven't seen already. Which they have a game called Rollerball, which is essentially basketball, only much more ferocious because, they're animals. The fact that we got to see these two things combined, pretty, right, sorry, I lost my train of thought. I'm trying to look at my notes here. So basically, it stars this little goat named Will Harris, played by Caleb McLaughlin, and he aspires to be the greatest of all time. Which there's a lot of double entendres and puns in this movie, but they're used smart. Like obviously, goat. Obviously is the great means greatest of all time if used as an acronym, but also is played by a literal goat. So that's fine. But also, another double entendre is these roots run deep because the the city that he lives in is called Vineland, and they're the Vineland Thorns. That's the name of the rollerball team. And obviously, roots are plants, and plants have roots, and saying these roots run deep is also a metaphor for I'm not going to abandon where I come from or who I am. Like, there's a lot of really clever metaphors in this movie that, kids probably won't see that at first because, hey, it's colorful, it's animated, and it's got anthropomorphic animals. There's also a few decent adult jokes here, too. Actually, I don't know if I should save them. But it also takes a unique approach that we haven't really seen in, we've seen it here and there, but not like this. Because, the reason why Will Harris gets drafted is because, a video of him goes viral against, quote unquote, breaking the ankles of the best player in the league. And so, the Vineland City Thorns draft him. Then that's what happens. But, he was inspired to do that by seeing his idol, Jet Fillmore, which I also want to say, one really cool thing about Rollerball it's never going to happen in the real world, but Rollerball is actually co-ed. Because, there's definitely teams that we've seen that have not one. In the Vineland City Thorns, they have two girls on that team. I'll explain in a minute. But it also talks about how, a rookie handles a press release. The struggle to get playing time and be accepted and trying to earn their respect and acceptance among your fellow teammates. They have a coach who's, not really a coach as much as he is a figurehead because the star player, again, it's a parody on the fact that it's pretty much, a famous player like LeBron James who's, pretty much the coach of the team. You know what I mean? There's one player on the Thorns that, is essentially a single dad trying to be a good dad for his kids. There's a Rollerball player who was drafted #1 overall, but the one thing holding her back is herself up here. There's one guy that, let's just say he's iconic. There's also, the giraffe who is played by Steph Curry. I think it was Steph Curry, right? Sorry. This is a really great cast. Like, a real great cast. Hold on. Who's been on like 10 different teams in 10 years, even though they kind of really only show 8. I don't know, it's a big league, I'm sure. I think they probably like condensed it down for, purposes or whatever. But the cast is just, I need to give a major show. Caleb McLaughlin is great as the main character. Like, you can, his performance in this movie is great. But the cast, the legendary Gabrielle Union, who plays Jet Fillmore, which is kind of indicative of the fact that her husband is D Wade. That's really cool. Aaron Pierre, Nicola Coughlan, David Harbour. Let's see. Nick Kroll. Again, Steph Curry. Jennifer Lewis. Patton Oswalt. Jelly Roll. Actually, remember in the short yesterday I said it would be the second time I'd see Patton Oswalt voice an animal? This is that movie. Jennifer Hudson. Sherry Cola. Shout out to Sherry. I love me some Sherry. I love it. I'll just say this. Sherry Cola is definitely someone I have a crush on at the moment. I mean, did you see her in the movie Joyride? She was amazing. Eduardo Franco, Andrew Santino, Aisha Curry, Wayne Knight, Adam Pally, D-Wade, who else? Kevin Love, and Angel Reese. Hey, Angel Reese is in this movie. Aha Wilson, Andre Iguodala. Yeah, man, that's this cast was loaded with unbelievable. Like seriously, there's a lot of really great performances. I mean, Patton Oswalt as the coach. I mean, he's great. Although, again, it's really more. I mean, Wayne Knight is great. It's always great hearing Wayne Knight again. I love seeing Wayne Knight. I mentioned Sherry Cola, Jelly Roll, which I think this might be the first movie Jelly Roll's been in that I know of. The Queen herself, J. Hud, playing the main character's late mother. Love you, Queen. Let's see. There you go. Nick Kroll as this. There's a lot of great performances, but I gotta give a major shout out to Gabrielle Union, another queen. People tend to remember Gabrielle Union, like they see her for like, oh, she's the woman who's married to Dwayne Wade, or oh, she was in the first Bring It On movie. But Gabrielle Union is an unbelievable talent that people, I swear, tend to forget about. I didn't forget about, though, because I'm actually smart. But for real, her performance in this movie is great. There's a lot of great, there's a lot. This movie's so good, guys. Go see it. Like, if you're able to see it at all, like, go see it. In fact, I mentioned after I saw this movie, I went to the Wall of Fame to speak to the owner, because the owner also runs, a really big basketball camp during the summer. Like 1 week is dedicated to the girls, another week is dedicated to the boys. I suggested, hey, listen, I think during like this camp, you need to have like a movie night and like have it be like a basketball related movie. Like I could totally see like some sort of basketball camp, like get together like one night for movie night and have this movie be that movie night. You know what I mean? There's a few good basketball movies. Glory Road is a great basketball movie. Air Bud, of course, the first Air Bud movie. I know Ed is a basketball movie, the one that starred Whoopi Goldberg. The Sixth Man, that's also a basketball movie that I know of. Coach Carter, Samuel L. Jackson, that's a great basketball movie. Yeah, so there, I just named like several basketball movies to check out. Which reminds me, obviously if you're an animation fan and you've been really digging what Sony's been putting out lately, again, both of the Spider-Verse movies and K-pop Demon Hunters, yeah, I would totally recommend you check out this movie. Um, if you like the idea of anthropomorphic animals, which there are people who have a really great appreciation of that, you'll like this movie great. If you're a basketball player, absolutely watch this movie. I mean, because listen, we all know the facts. You know, 1% of basketball players make it to the NBA, and 1% of that 1%, they're like the big names again, like Steph Curry or LeBron James, or back in the day, Dwayne Wade or Kevin Garnett, or no, I could keep going. But it's good to know, like, there are things you can learn from this movie that really don't have much to do with basketball, such as people's dependence on social media, how to present yourself in front of a crowd. The idea of, you might wind up being a mother or a father someday. Like, the idea of, being there for your kids. Whether you think you can or whether you think you can't, you're right. Again, there's a lot of really great lessons in this movie that, I'm sure there are people like me out there who see that, but, it wouldn't surprise me if, again, people just go see the colors and the animals and such. But this is a really great movie. I truly do think with all my heart and soul that if you don't see this movie, you're missing out on something really good. Because this really was a great movie. And I'm glad I saw it. I hope you like this video. If you like, subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow me on social media. As always, I'm very humble in this video for all of you guys watching. Enjoy the video. Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Saturday. And happy Holy Saturday for those who are Christian. And remember, if you want to talk to him, if you're here to lend me always back, take care and make good choices. 607 all day, baby.